Good, good, good. Jesus.
Okay guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chanel Shanae, and today I will be doing a girl talk. So I have posted on my Instagram story that I was going to be doing a girl talk, and you guys sent in a lot of questions, so I'm definitely gonna go through each and every one of them and give you the answers that are fresh off the top of my dome. So guys, remember, if you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're not new here, welcome back, and remember to comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let me know what you guys think about my videos and how I can actually improve them. So as you can see, I got my wine with me because we're gonna be talking about a lot, sweetheart. So let's get down to business. Anyway, so let's start off with the questions. So I'll be looking at this phone because I have the questions on it, since there's nobody here with me and I have to do it on my own. The first question is, how do you keep your relationship with God so prioritized? So this is a great way to start off the questions, because let me tell you, my relationship with God it's just so unbelievable. Like, God has shown up for me in so many different ways, to a point where I have so much faith in him and I believe in him so much. I trust him with whatever is happening in my life. So it's like I don't even worry about things that much anymore, because it's like I know that God, he got me. So how do I prioritize my relationship with God? I do that by praying every day. I pray when I'm going to bed, and I pray when I just wake up. I also do that by reading the Bible. I have an app on my phone. I'm gonna see if I can insert like a picture of what the app looks like, so that you guys can see. But I'm sure a lot of persons have this app, because even my best friend has this app too. And I actually read that app to the best of my ability. So the thing is, it sends you a notification throughout the day, more than once, and you have to click it and go and read it. Sometimes I don't, and I feel guilty about it sometimes when I don't, but most of the times I do. And that's how I keep abreast with like reading the Bible, and just keeping my relationship with God up to date. I talk to him about whatever it is that I'm actually going through. I always seek his assistance whenever I'm in trouble, and always give him thanks for everything that he has done for me, because you can't just constantly pray for things to happen for you and you're not giving thanks and being grateful for what you have. So I would say that's how I keep my relationship with God prioritized. How do you prioritize your mental health? All right, so this is a good question, because nowadays a lot of people aren't prioritizing their mental health, and especially in Jamaica, we don't take mental health very seriously, which is something that is very bad, and we need to work on it, because it's a lot of people are going through hell, especially coming out of a pandemic. Your cycle, your schedules, everything has changed. We have to be adapting to new lifestyles and stuff like that. It really does play on your mental health. And then there are other personal issues that you might be going through, with your partner, your friends, family, and stuff like that. So we definitely have to prioritize our mental health. What I do to prioritize my mental health is, one, I be brutally honest. I'm very honest with people around me, and also with myself. So if I see something that I don't like, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to talk to you about it, and I'm going to tell you how I actually feel. Whether or not you like that, there's nothing I can do about it, but I will try my best to give you that information in a subtle manner. But I'm always very honest. Another way that I prioritize my mental health is I journal. I have a little diary, so I write down everything that happens in my life, I let my emotions flow through that. So I do that like maybe once or twice a week. If I have more time to do it, I do it as well. But yeah, I journal a lot. Another way that I do that is also to be my most truthful self. So what I mean by that is that I actually don't pretend to be something that I'm not. So what you see is what you get, and if you don't like it, then you move on to the next. That's just who I am. I'm very bold, I'm very outspoken, I'm a very chirpy individual, so I try my best to keep that authenticity in line so that I'm never having to keep up with a lifestyle that I cannot maintain, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, so I do that as well. I've been thinking about going into therapy because I've been through a lot. The girl has been through a lot, and maybe I do need some professional help. But I tried therapy twice before and it did not work out for me. People say maybe it's just the therapist that I went to, and maybe I just need to find the therapist that is good for me. But yeah, I'm thinking about therapy as well. So yeah, those are the ways that I prioritize my mental health, and I also keep my relationships very close to me, so that whether it's friendships, relationships with my partner, is significant other, or like family relationships, I try my best to keep up with those relationships because those are very important. And as humans, we need people. It doesn't matter how much we actually behave like we don't need people, we actually need people, sis. So next question. How do you deal with breakups? So that's a good question. Breakups are terrible. I'm just gonna put that out there. I do not like to break up, and when I say break up, I don't really necessarily mean only in like a significant relationship. I mean overall. So I don't like breakups overall. I don't like friendship breakups. I don't like relationship breakups. I don't like employment breakups. None of those things. I don't like breakups at all. I'm a very loyal person in all those aspects of life, so breakups affect me terribly. So I'm just putting that out there. Secondly, how I deal with breakups is to basically, okay, so let's separate them. How I deal with relationship breakups first. So relationship breakups are one of the hardest breakups for me because obviously you spent time with that person, and everybody gets in a relationship with the idea of having this person in their lives for the rest of their life. But quite frankly, that never, or doesn't always happen. So what I do, and maybe this is not the best way to deal with a breakup, because people say you're not supposed to block things out, but that's what I do. I literally just block things out. So if I have a breakup, I get rid of everything that has to do with that person, and I'm being very honest. Like, I get rid of everything. I wipe you out of my life. So I get rid of photos, your contact, your social media pages. I block everything, because for me, I believe that if you constantly allow yourself to see what is going on within that person's life without you, and you love that person to like a certain extent where you wanted to spend the rest of your life with that person, there's a high possibility that you're not going to get over that person. Why? Because when you constantly watch them do things within their life, you're going to want to experience, or you're going to feel that feeling of wanting to be a part of their life, or still feeling like you miss that person, or you wish you could have been doing this with that person, and I don't want to go through that. So just cut ties, and trust me, it works. Like, I can get over a person in weeks, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, even if we've been together like for a very long time. Because the first thing, before I even go to the blocking or whatever, the first thing I do is I allow myself to feel yeah, I allow myself to feel what I'm feeling. So it's like, if I need to cry, I am going to cry my eyes out day and night. If I need to, I'm going to cry. And I don't care who knows that I'm crying. I don't care if the person knows that I'm crying. I don't care. I'm just going to cry and feel every single part of that feeling that I'm feeling. And then after that, I'm going to speak to other people about it. Because let's say I wasn't the one that initiated the breakup, I'm going to speak about it to other people, because I want to know if what I did was stupid. I want to know if what I did was the reason for this, and if it's not, then that gives me more reason to move on. If it is, then that gives me something that I can learn from and know that I was wrong. I take accountability, and I know that in my next relationship it doesn't happen again. So that's me. So first of all, I feel everything. Second of all, I get rid of everything that has to do with you. So I'm going to get rid of everything that I have for you in my household. If you and the person is no longer together, why you need for having sweatshirts and sweatpants and underpants and all those things that you usually wear? That shit is going to make you always wonder about it, and you're going to feel sad every time you see it and all those things, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So get rid of it. Either you bring it back to him, or you burn that shit. Or give it to the needy or some shit. I don't know. But you have to do that. You have to get rid of those things out of your space and move on. Yeah, so that's how I deal with breakups. And then after that, after I've cried, expressed myself emotionally to other people, get opinions, and gotten rid of everything that I have that ties me to that person, I'm a new person, and I've learned, and I know that I must move on. So that's that. Honest take on cheating. So this is a spicy question for a lot of people. So what's my honest take on cheating? Quite frankly, if you cheat, you don't have your priorities straight. If you cheat, you don't have your priorities straight. Alright, why I say that is because if you have a person in your life that is, has been a part of your life for some time now, and let's talk about 3 different scenarios. Let's say you're unhappy. If you're unhappy, the best thing for you to do, or what you would want to do, is to find a way to not be unhappy, which is what usually leads to cheating. If you're trying to find a way to not be unhappy, the best way to do that is to remove the thing that is making you unhappy. It seems very, very simple, but a lot of people don't do this. I don't know why, but that it's just the truth. If you're unhappy, you remove what is making you unhappy. Like if you're feeling pain, you stop what is making you feel pain. So it's like, okay, the fire is burning you. You're not going to keep your hand in the fire and try to throw sand or water on the fire at the same time. No, you're going to remove. The first thing you're going to do is remove your hand out of the fire, because it'll burn you. So take your hand out of the fire. Same thing with relationships. The relationship is not serving you anymore. Leave the relationship. That man is not treating you how you want to be treated. Baby girl, leave. That lady is not doing what you want her to do. She does not know how to please you sexually. She doesn't know how to make you feel good as a man. Doesn't know how to stroke your ego. If that's what you're looking for, leave. Leave. It is that simple. Don't stay in a situation that is not serving you. It is going to be difficult, so give yourself time to go through the stages of detaching yourself and whatever, but all in all, the end game is to leave. because going and mixing yourself with somebody else is only going to put more pressure on you as a person, and you're still going to be unhappy, because at the end of the day, when you cheat with that person, you still have to go back and talk to this person that is making you uncomfortable or unhappy, or whatever the situation might be with you. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, the best thing for you to do is just to leave. So I think if you are cheating, you don't have your priorities straight. Another reason why I say if you're cheating, you don't have your priorities straight is because how do you have so much time? How do you have so much time to be doing everything that you have to do to keep up with cheating? Deleting messages, having so many multiple burner accounts, you can't take phone calls at a certain time because your girl is going to be there or your man is going to be there. You have to have sex with multiple different people because you have to be pleasing your partner still, even though you're not happy with them, and you still have to please that person. What if the two of them want you the same day? What are you going to do? No, like, why would you put yourself through that? Why would you put yourself through that situation? It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. And I just think the best thing for you to do is to just get out of the relationship that is no longer serving you and find somebody else that will. Simple. I think cheating is immature. If there's an issue in a relationship, let's say it's something that is more serious than I'm talking about right now, I think the best thing for you to do is to sit and have a conversation with your partner. Let them know how you're feeling, and if that person does not take your opinion or how you're feeling, your emotions seriously, then you need to find somebody else. That person is not for you, because if that person cared for you and loved you to the amount or to the extent that they express for you to be in a relationship with them, having intercourse and whatever with them, then your emotions should be important to them and they should want you to be happy. So altering certain small things that you're not comfortable with should not be an issue. And if it is an issue, like I said before, that person is not for you. So quite frankly, I just think cheating is unnecessary, and people just do it because they don't want to take accountability, or they don't want to sometimes lose a nice person. But sometimes nothing is wrong with the person that you're cheating on, but that is for another day. Do you think everyone should have a whole phase? You can be a person that doesn't need to go through a whole phase, and you are fine in life. And then there's another person that has so many wild fantasies and dreams and things that they want to experience, whether sexually or relationship wise, and those are the people that I think should have a whole phase. Yeah, because if you get in a relationship and you have not experienced all the things that you wanted to experience, those fantasies or whatever, or even half of it, then there's a high possibility that you're going to be wanting more if that person doesn't also want those things. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm going to give you like 3 examples. Let's say you're the type of person, you want to experience going to a nude beach, or you want to experience having a threesome, or you want to experience I don't know, certain wild fantasies that these people have, and those are things that you really want to do. Don't get in a relationship, a committed serious relationship with a person that doesn't also want to experience those things, because then you're gonna be unhappy. So somebody like that, I think, should go through a phase where you're not in a committed relationship. You are just exploring, dating, getting to know people, and doing all the things that you want to do, so that you are satisfied when you get into a relationship with somebody and you're able to settle down, because you don't want that same thing. Like you no longer want those things, because those things are things that you've already experienced. So it's no longer flashy to you, it's no longer glistening like diamonds. You get what I mean? You already experienced that, so you don't have the feeling of wanting or needing to do it anymore. Yeah, so then you can date somebody that you actually are able to settle down with, and the things outside of your relationship won't affect you. Do you think your partner should have your phone password? Yes. Yes, I do. Why? Because if you're in a relationship and you are both, let me tell you, my body is very important to me. You're in a relationship and you are dating this person, you guys are active, meaning you're having intercourse. I think you should be able to trust that person with everything. Doesn't matter what it is, you should be able to trust that person, because you are trusting them with the one thing that you have that nobody else can ever duplicate, and that is your body. Yeah, so if you're going to trust this person to have sex with you, you should be able to see what's going on in their social or personal lives. And that's just my take. For the persons who are going to say, oh, privacy this, privacy that, of course you have privacy. I'm not telling you that your partner should go into your phone every single day looking what you're doing. Obviously not. But if they decide that they want to go into your phone, that should not be an issue. Or even still, what would warrant your partner to want to search your phone? Clearly there is some disconnect. Something is happening in the relationship that makes them feel insecure. So if you know that you're not doing anything, there's nothing to hide, why is it so difficult for you to allow that person to do what they need to do in order to feel safe with you? Ask yourself that question. What is it in the phone that is so important or so private, since you want privacy, that you cannot allow your partner to have a peace of mind? What in the phone is so serious? What is so detrimental in the phone that you would rather lose your partner? You would rather lose your partner or create even more doubt in their minds about what you're doing. Instead of just giving them your phone. To me, I think that's quite stupid. And I don't want to hear, oh, you have nothing to hide, you should trust me. What I do trust you. But if you have nothing to hide, then there should be no issue. I should be able to take up your phone and use it if I want. I should be able to watch something on your phone if you're not doing anything on it and I want. What's wrong with that? You should be able to do the same thing with me. I don't have an issue. There's something in my phone, so I don't have a problem with you doing that. So why do you have a problem with that? Clearly you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. And for the persons who are going to say, oh, your partner is going to mistake your friends just talking to you for them being flirtatious or for cheating. If you have a friend and your friend is talking to you in a manner that is going to make your partner feel insecure about the relationship that you have with that friend, that means there is more going on with you and that friend that needs to be fixed than what needs to be fixed with you and your partner. Because why your friend talk to you in a one way where will be disrespectful to your partner, or in a way that is going to seem flirtatious, and you are not putting a stop to it? Why your friend are gonna talk to you in a one way gonna make your partner insecure? Why? What would your friend be saying to you when they're not supposed to say? Because your partner is not an idiot to just pick up any high and by or any conversation as flirting. So clearly you have something where where you're not supposed to do. I do. That's how me see it. Because clearly your partner not gonna have it enough to have friends. Friends are friends. But when you let those people pass certain boundaries and run certain joke and talk to you certain way, that is where you don't want your partner to see. Because maybe you like it too. Because remember, a lot of these friendships start out as either the man liking the female or a female liking the man. And because when in a relationship, you can't get together. So, you guys stick to being friends. Yeah, we know. But that is for another story. That is for another story. But yeah, I think your partner should be able to have the password to your phone. Because if you're not doing anything, then why not? But that's just my 2 cents.
How can us lose and miss the moment? You were just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't